Good morning, welcome to another video. Exciting day today. I've got my first paying customer for my oyster mushroom fruiting blocks. I've got more in the house as well. So what we're going to do in this video, I will set the ones that I have back home, I will set them away and start fruiting them. And then we'll also start the process of making what I call a straw sage, which is a big straw log in a plastic bag inoculated with mushrooms. And that takes about 3 weeks. This is a fun idea of a project. What you could do with one of these fruiting blocks if you didn't want to just cut the bag open and fruit it like that. So I dropped those bags off. They were very happy. But I've got more. And more. And more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of these outside and start them fruiting. I'll just fruit a few blocks in here. Got to go and get some supplies now. Chopped straw. Pets at home. There are cheaper ways to get straw. This one, chopped straw. Compressed bale. We'll use one of them for each straw sage. So I'm going to get 2. Then we need to submerge that fully with water. Just cold water. Then we'll leave that to ferment for 5 days. Tuesday now. Might check in during the week to see how it's going. There's those fruiting blocks. What we'll do, we'll take a craft blade, which you just put a slit in the bag, or you could do variations on it. We'll go for a little X. And just leave them to the elements. I'll put a little cover over them just to stop them getting rained on directly. I didn't bring my knife blade, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sit them on this little makeshift shelf. We'll fill this shelf with bags. Should fit a good amount on there. I'm going to try and stagger them, give them a few days apart from each. Gotta ferment more straw too. So it's Thursday now. This will be ready on Tuesday. The other batch that I have down the house will be ready Saturday. We've got those 2 fruiting blocks that are sitting outside. We've got the 4 here. We're probably going to bring up another 4 later on. We're going to be inundated with mushrooms. Back up the allotment. Brought some more mushroom blocks up. Yes. The last one. They've been done both sides. Also, we've had to change up the idea that we're going to do with the straw sages. I'm going to leave this to ferment, but the barrel that I did down home, I think with it being outside, the ambient temperature has just basically stopped any kind of microbial action, because you needed to kind of like ferment and stew. And it's been there for 4 or 5 days now, and the water is completely crystal clear. We're going to ferment this one for the second batch in the polytunnel. This batch turned out okay in the end. I can tell by the smell. That's so what we're going to do, we're going to drain this for 24 hours and then we'll make the straw sages tomorrow. Right, we've got everything we need. Small blocks, fermented straw, big clean mixing bowl, and my mitts. Right, so first up we're going to mix this all up in a mixing bowl. Ideally, the best just to put a top out on the floor, mix it in a big pile. But we're going to mix it into this bowl, layer it up with this crushed up oyster mushroom block. Layer it up, crush these blocks up, layer that in, and then we'll put that in my sausages. So I'm just going to rip chunks out with my hands and rip it up as we go. Breaks up easy enough once you get into it. I'll show you there what it looks like. So you can see. So we'll just crush that up. Any big lumps, just break them up again. This is just to ensure it's all mixed thoroughly. This is plastic ducting. I think that was the 12-inch version. I don't want to jam it in. I just want to let its own weight take itself down. Because if you jam it in, you will create layers. And that's not what I want. STRAWSAGE. Hardly used any of that, so we'll crack on. See what we get done. There. 3. Got to perforate these bags now for aeration, and the mushrooms will eventually come out of them. 1 inch across. I'll do this uniform all over. So that's them all perforated. Now what we'll see over the next few days, we'll see all the mycelium kind of colonising this straw, hopefully. Hopefully it'll not turn green. If it turns green, it's pretty much buggered. Got 15 fruiting blocks there. Got 4 there. And the 3 STRAWSAGES. One here started fruiting. I just tore that bag open. Probably going to end up cutting this bag here. There we go. So I think I'll call that video to an end. If you want to see what happens with these blocks, give me a subscribe. The next video will be mushrooms coming out my ears and me working out what to do with them. I think I'll probably approach some local restaurants. A few vegan restaurants in town. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.